right. Have everyone here. Jeff, we good this evening? Miss Angela, as we get started, I didn't check. Miss Angela, could you check and make sure those two microphones are on, please, before we begin? All right. Welcome to June. Let's check the volume. Hang on just a second. Yeah, but she's supposed to know what to do about that. Thump it. That's all right. Leave it alone. Consideration to approve the continuation of a local emergency for an additional 30 days or such time as the governor of Mississippi lifts the state of emergency, whichever comes first. We want to continue that for several reasons, primarily our personnel and being able to use administrative leave if someone contracts the virus or is exposed to the virus. Number two, authorize the city individually and or with ranking first to apply for an NDA Development Infrastructure Program grant. Keyword there is grant in the approximate amount of $381,788 to extend water service to Rankin First premier industrial sites within the East Metro Center Business Park. Long and short of this, folks, we're connecting water mains from Sunset over to Marquette and continuing to grid off the city, so it enhances both the park and enhances water flow from two different directions. So that's the gist of this. Rankin First is the lead on this, but we are applying for that with them in case we need to do any technical work or legal work. Mr. Baker, I need to add anything else to that? Sum it up. All right, so we're seeking a grant to make improvements in the industrial park. Motion by Mr. Lou Coker, second by Mr. Chris Benson. Any further questions or comments? All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you. Ms. Bean.
Now take all of these together.
Slowly, please. Your section is about as long as Public Works.
First item is request permission to destroy documents in accordance with the MDAH retention schedule pursuant to the memo. Number two, consideration to approve professional service agreement extension with Contract Network LLC, DBA Inline, for broadband and internet access and authorize the mayor to execute the same. Number three, consideration to approve amphitheater performance agreements, authorize the mayor to execute the same and approve all related expenditures. For Swamp Family Music representing Tedeschi Trucks for the performance on June 15th. Plutonian Productions representing Styx and Double L Touring representing Collective Soul for their performances on June 20th. Marty Stewart Tours for performance on October 8th. Trailer Park Inc. representing Jamie Johnson and Whiskey Myers LLC for performances on July the 8th. And the consideration to approve the docket of claims for May 14 and 25, June 3rd and 8th, and the electronic fund transfers for May 2021, and the Fox Everett claims released on May 24th and June 3rd.
Thank you, Ms. Angela. Jeff, can you hear Angela off that microphone? Okay, just want to make sure it was live streaming properly. All right, so we've got 4 items from the city clerk. Is there a motion to approve those 4 items? Motion by Mr. James Morris. Second by Mr. Dwight Middleton. All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Dodd.
Good evening. One item
Sure. With 3 sub-items. There you
with
go.
3 sub-items, that's correct. It's consideration to set the following public hearings for June 21st, 2021 during the regular board meeting for A, conditional use application request for Ricky Babber for 3 acres of parcel number I-8A-3. That is a conditional use request for a gas station convenience store. That property is on the southwest corner of Highway 18 and Highway 468. Item B, 1B, is rezoning request for Bono's Homes LLC for parcel number I-9-1-10 and I-9-2-10. This request is really for, to do 2 subdivisions, and he's requesting to rezone a portion of that property. That piece is located on between Luckney and Bentley Drive. And then 1C is consideration for amendments to the City of Brandon official zoning map. And these are city-initiated zoning amendments. The majority of the parcels involved in that would be for city-owned or shortly to be acquired property leased from Rankin County School District for public use. And there's another tract that's off of Sunset that we are recommending rezone to commercial.
Great. Did a good job. All right. Any questions from the board on any of those 3? Is there a motion to approve? Motion by Ms. Monica Corley, second by Ms. Talia Dobbs. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Board.
How are you? Mr.
Doing
Baker,
okay.
you got a break. Where would you like to do a break in here somewhere?
How about
Maybe
the
number 4?
first 5 and then the
All right,
last 4?
that sounds good.
All right.
Go ahead.
Item 1 is consideration to approve the emergency repairs from WW Solutions and authorize payment of the same. Water repair at the corner of Fox Glen Circle and Woodbridge Road in the amount of $9,390.89. And water repair at the corner of Highway 468 and Pine Lawn Drive in the amount of $6,000. I apologize. $6,180.33. Excuse me. Having a little problem. Item 2 is consideration to approve the repairs made by Hempfield Construction at commodity bid pricing and authorize payments of the same. Water repair at Highway 80 at Sonic in the amount of $8,000. Mayor, I apologize. I'm going to have to get a drink of water.
It's all right. Here.
I do not feel it. Did she just whip out a bottle of water? She did. She is always handy. Think that'll save me? Oh, I do apologize. It's something tickling my throat. I'm going to start over on item 2, consideration to approve the repairs made by Hempfield Construction at commodity pricing and authorize payment of the same. Water repair at Highway 80 at Sonic in the amount of $8,968.54. Water repair at 18 Woodbridge Road in the amount of $9,972.12. Water repair at 92 Woodgate Drive in the amount of $7,679.72. Water repair at 129 Fern Valley Road in the amount of $9,636.72. 24-inch sewer line repair on Highway 18 in the amount of $63,042.57. and March 2021 general contract labor in the amount of $12,855. Those are items A through F for item 2. Item 3 is consideration to approve Utility Constructors Incorporated pay request number 6 in the amount of $353,595.17 and authorize payment of the same. Change order number 4, increasing the contract $43,803.38, and change order number 5, increasing the contract $4,705.80, and authorize the mayor to execute the same with regard to the downtown waterline improvements project. Item 4 is consideration to approve Thornton Construction Company Incorporated pay request number 2, final, in the amount of $10,120.07, and the final summary change order reducing the contract $878.39, and authorize the execution and payment of the same with regard to the Felicity Street Improvement Project. Item 5 is consideration to approve Suncoast Infrastructure pay request number 8 in the amount of $68,200, and authorize payment of the same with regard to the 2020 Crossgate Sewer Rehabilitation Project, Phase 1 of 5.
Okay, here we go. That's all.
Charles, all of the repairs on 8-2, the commodities, those are all also emergencies, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay, with regard to 8-3, all of these change orders are within the original scope of the contract?
Yes, they are within the original scope.
Okay, and they were just increasing the amount?
Yes, now, actually, the lime stabilization is an additional item,
Okay,
but it was a soil stabilization issue with the
based on a
road.
report from the engineer?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Just 2 questions.
That's it?
Can we get an update on the downtown items that we're talking about, just kind of where we are, what's left, and
So all of the water, sewer, storm drain pipe is done. They're primarily working on curb, sidewalk, and asphalt. The base layer of asphalt on the south side of Highway 80 is in all locations. So what remains is a little bit of milling and the final layer of asphalt. They're working on sidewalks right now, all but a few tie-ins on the south side of the road from a curb standpoint are done. Updated schedule that we received today has them completing on July 19. Myself and Matthew Miller have been through the schedule. We do feel like that's a realistic date. You're welcome.
Oh, Board, I know it gets long sometimes, and that's really 11 different items, but any other questions on any of those, Chris?
I have one. What is March 2021 general contract labor as a line item?
Part of our commodity bid does have just general labor. We have used it for a variety of things, everything from storm cleanup to supplementing a couple of our crews. We do have 2 people that are leaving us. One of them's already in progress of leaving, and so that's just supplementing our crews with general labor.
If you remember, we have 2 folks retiring in Public Works, so this is just kind of backfill, hands labor to get the work done. And
We
they're
are
used-
hiring a couple of people to fill those positions that we have had open, so we will not be using that general labor very much longer.
Other questions? All right. Section 8, items 1 through 5. Is there a motion to approve those 5 items on the agenda? Motion by Ms. Monica Corley. Second by Mr. Luke Coker. All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you. All right, Charles, continue.
Item
through-
6 is consideration to approve the Entergy invoice for the power pole upgrade at 408 South College Street in the amount of $5,435.96, and authorize payment of the same. Item 7 is consideration to approve the utility adjustments and denials pursuant to the memo. Item 8 is rescind board action taken May 17, 2021, under Section 7.11B of the minutes with regard to the hiring of Garrison Yoder. Item 9 is request permission to hire the following effective June 8, 2021, and set rates of pay pursuant to the memos. Herman Bates as a water laborer 2, William R. Morrow as a seasonal water labor 1, effective through August 31, 2021. LaDante Proctor as a seasonal street labor 1, effective through August 31, 2021.
Okay, thank you, Charles. Got 4 items, 6 through 9. Is there a motion to approve those? Motion by Mr. Harry Williams, second by Mr. Chris Vinson. Any further comment or question on those? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have Miss Laura, who's fresh off of a trip to Missouri. Kansas, excuse me. Ah, okay.
May I take all these together?
Please.
Number 1 is consideration to approve the agreement with Advantage Business Systems, a state contract vendor for the copy rental for the amphitheater office in the amount of $195 per month, and authorize the mayor to execute. Consideration to approve the professional service agreement extension with RF Consulting and Jim Trotter for consulting of amphitheater staff for one additional show. Number 3 is request permission to prepare an event at the Brandon Amphitheater on July 3rd in the estimated amount of $13,500. And number 4, request permission to hire Jennifer Siegel as a part-time ticket seller effective June 15th and set rates as paid pursuant to the minimum. Number 5 is request permission to hire seasonal part-time splash park and ground workers effective June 8th and set rates as paid pursuant to the minimum.
Thank you, Miss Laura. Appreciate that. Any questions on that, board? Is there a motion to approve? Motion by Ms. Talia Dobbs, second by Mr. James Morris. Any comments or questions? Sure.
The event on July 3rd.
There you go. That's the reason why I asked Ms. Laura to be here, that exact agenda item.
13.5. Will we try to get sponsorships to recover this?
We will try and get some, I'm working with some, I don't have a definite confirmation yet, so I kind of hoping to cover it all with approval from them. So we are still trying.
Also in the events budget, we didn't do things earlier this year in the spring, so we've got excess money in the budget anyway to cover that, so it's not a live or die based on someone else's sponsorship. Okay? Great question. All right. Got a motion and a second. Any further comment, question? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Miss Laura. Chief?
Good evening, Board, Mayor. Take these 3 items together?
Please.
Yes, sir. Item 1, request permission to hire Eleanor Bowman as a deputy court clerk effective June 7, 2021, and set rate of pay pursuant to the memo. Would you stand briefly, please? Thank you. Item 2, consideration to change the employment status of Detective Joey Stringer to part-time effective June 11, 2021, and set rate of pay pursuant to the memo. Detective Stringer has taken a position in the civilian sector. Sir?
He's what?
He's gone into civilian work,
Oh,
some kind of IT work. Item 3, accept a $50 donation from Miss Tamika Herbert.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve those 3 items? Motion by Mr. Lou Coker, second by Mr. Chris Vinson. Questions? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can I take all 3 together, sir?
Yes, sir, please.
All right, we'll start off our monthly salary report. We had all but 2 function properly. Those 2, the service call has been made and anticipate them being there today, tomorrow, or the next day. Our EMS report, we had 172 priority 1 calls, with the average response time of 8 minutes and 44 seconds. Agenda item number 2, request permission to increase the rate of pay for firefighter Brandon Steyer effective May 21st, 2021 for his completion of the 1001-102 certification. Item 3, accept the resignation for firefighter Parnell Boyd effective June 2nd, 2021.
Thank you, Chief. Is there a motion to approve those 3 items? Motion by Mr. Harry Williams. Second, Mr. James Morris. Any further comment, question? All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Board. I'd like to remove the necessity of executive session, and at this time, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Lou Coker, second by Ms. Monica Corley. All in favor say aye. All opposed, like sign. Thank you.